night baseball.
It would be a really good advantage.
She was joking.
No.
Please. Because it's
we
first of
all
all, it's funny
start
and it's
somewhere in our
something
fandom.
I would have said.
Yeah, it was. We had a laugh. And pitcher strikeouts. They don't have Eric Lauer posted. So, anyways, whatever his number is, give me the over on Eric Lauer strikeouts. Whatever the number is. Angels stink. Jays are good. That was Game Time presented by Bet365. Visit the app for latest odds and find out why it's ever ordinary at Bet365. It's 18 plus. Ontario only. Please play responsibly.
And thank you to Bet365, keeping us alive,
Yeah, giving us
supporting
a
the show for another year.
solid 5 to 6 minutes of content we need every single day, and we appreciate you for it.
Easy on the keeping us alive.
Well, maybe it's a bit much. Helping keep us
maybe
alive.
Maybe they are.
Helping keep us
Okay,
alive.
let's take a quick break. When we return, we got still a few more names out there in the UFA. Is there anyone that catches our eye moving forward here? Plus, we've got some text 59590 only on how Sammy and JB can improve the show. Those are the keys. And Mac, too.
Right.
And Mac, too. And I'm excluded, of course.
That's-
That when we return to Real Kipper and Bourne. Welcome back to the program one last time. We take it into our summer. Nick Kiprios, Justin Bourne, Sammy McKee. This hour of Real Kipper and Bourne brought to you by Bet365. Little news and notes. We did have a signing, right? Anthony
Bavillier?
Bavillier.
Yeah.
$5.5 million on a 2-year deal to the Washington Capitals, but there are still some names available. Sammy, you've got the top names left.
Yeah, I gave Borny my lineup, so I don't know what they are.
Jack Roslovic, Victor Olofsson, Matt Grzelcyk, Ilya Samsonov, Max Pacioretty, Jeff Skinner, Luke Kunin, Yoel Kiviranta.
Yeah, at least.
Well, none of those are the answer. Although, do you think Pacioretty's coming back?
If he wants, I think there's going to be a team that can look at him and say,
Not the Leafs, though?
I don't know if there's any room. Take a look at the ads that they've had.
Yeah,
Where are you going to fit him in?
I mean, how many of these guys are they going to move out? Like Yarncroc, Kempf, Domi, Robertson.
Well,
go through
they're
this list.
they're going to have to move probably $4 million out if they still think they've got
Top
an
sixer.
$8 million player in mind right now.
It'd be that sort of value for another guy.
Well,
Talking
if they took a run at Brock Besser, they certainly had a top 6 slotted in that $8 million range available. All he had to do was say yes.
Alas, he did not.
I loved Patrick. He was extremely good. Clutch. Physical, played a role.
It's so hard to know if you could count on him.
Getting
do
him
it
there,
again.
getting him there
Yeah.
for a second straight year feels like a tall task.
I just think guys like
Scored one of the biggest goals in the playoffs.
Easton Cowan now will take a spot. Will. I don't know in 10 or 15, 20 games later if he's in the with the Marlies or not, but he's starting.
The Nick Robertson thing, he probably has to get traded because you can't have, Michelli smaller, Robertson smaller, Domi smaller. You just can't have a whole bunch of these guys. So Robertson's probably the odd man out at some point. Anyway, Sammy.
Oh, do you even have a few people came up to me the other day and or yesterday and liked the true and false stuff, Sam.
Oh, yeah.
And I just see on our lineup you've got a few left over.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why did you print it then?
Because truthfully, I forgot my sheet of paper upstairs.
God almighty.
It's the
You're
last day of the year. man.
really
Come on.
horrible at this.
I gave Borny
sometimes.
my lineup because he's
I'm
like,
like-
I didn't go to my desk.
I was so
He gets here
excited.
he's the new McCown. He gets here at 2:55 and just walks in.
I read this and I'm like, oh
but people
man,
did like true or
Sammy's
false.
on the ball, man.
Yeah.
It's like for him to think that he's
Okay, true or-
left a few on the table here.
True or
They
false?
must be really
I got
good.
One. I got one of them I remember.
No.
I got one of them I remember. It's the Leafs one. True or false? Leafs will be in the top 3 in the Atlantic Division next year.
True. Yeah, true.
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, for them not to be, you have to think Montreal or Ottawa are going to pass them.
Not going to be
And-
Detroit.
No.
Not going to be
Buffalo,
Boston. One of the years, maybe Buffalo one year.
Montreal and Ottawa will push. They'll knock on the door of top 3.
Ottawa didn't do anything, did they? Of
Yeah,
note?
but their kids are just getting better as is. That's the range.
Right.
Like they're just starting to scratch the surface.
Yeah, I'll say yes. They're true. They remain top 3.
Okay, let's do some tests.
Okay.
All right.
This one's from Sean in Ottawa. Make the show longer. The heck with baseball. Go
Sean.
Red Wings, go. Sean, you get to shut up.
Yeah. We waited the last show of the year to get the worst text of the year.
Make the show
Listen,
longer.
we love the show, truly, and love each other.
4
Another
ye-
hour's not helping anyone.
4 years ago,
Uh-huh.
4 years ago, I said, "There's just no way we're gonna run out of things to talk about in 2 hours."
You wanted one?
I didn't really have too much of a say in it,
Yeah.
but I certainly would have had a say in it if they tried 3.
I have a lot to say. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it turned out in a really short period of time that, to Sean's point, like 2 hours, like we're barely.
It goes fast.
It goes fast.
Some days.
Well, of course, if there's a slow news day or
You know what it is? It's the calendar. If the Leafs play on like Wednesday only, it's a hard week.
Yeah.
You know, there's nothing fresh for days, one game.
You get like the Berube press conferences where he says absolutely nothing.
Give us
You're
a Saturday night into a Tuesday, Thursday.
That's
Show
the
us
perfect
humming.
have Nick explain why it's Real Kipper and how it came about.
how it came about. Well, because when I left Hockey Night in Canada, I did start a podcast with yours truly moments ago, Doug McLean, and it was Real Kipper at noon.
But if I'm not mistaken, was it not related to the start of Twitter and imposters?
Well, Real Kipper started because someone stole my identity and my likeness and started putting on fake news.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a better explanation.
And it got to the point where I got called up on a trade deadline and said, explain the trade to, I think, Pacioretty. It was a Pacioretty trade. On trade deadline, they're like, explain what? I don't know anything about a Pacioretty trade.
So someone had, okay.
And someone put on Twitter that I had said Pacioretty got traded.
There was a moment on Twitter where a lot of celebrities and more followed people became real.
So that's where Real Kipper came from. And then Real Kipper, I started the podcast with Doug, and I just figured I'd transition that to Sportsnet. So I said, can I just keep Real Kipper because it's already started on a podcast? And
Your brand.
there it is.
Um,
You want to be real born?
I don't think anyone's impersonating me.
where was it? Does Kip? Okay, I don't know. I understand. You must.
Okay, back
must-
off the Kip stuff.
You must have told
let's
the
go to a
story.
Sammy. Let's
I
go
don't
to
know.
a.
Okay.
Okay, that's fine.
Deborah-
Okay, go.
okay.
Hit me. Fine.
Deborah from Oshawa. Keep Mac on Fridays. He makes my week seeing him every Friday. And Sammy, get rid of the hats. You have a lovely head of hair.
You have a lovely head of hair.
Oh, this old thing?
We could lead the league in like hair.
Yeah,
There's a lot of product on the show.
good lettuce.
I don't got many years left, so let's. enjoy
You're
while
good.
it's here.
You're good.
Wait, really?
Oh, we're fighting it. We're hanging it.
What?
Oh yeah, it's just thin.
Maybe.
I'm
a
hanging
little
it.
bit. Maybe a little bit. Does Kipper still have his first hockey card that he was on, which he paid $20 to get from a kid who asked for his autograph, Mark B from Six Nations Reserve in Ontario?
Chicago, outside the Drake Hotel.
Okay.
We pull in like 3:00 in the morning, and there's still like seekers out there. All hours of the night, it doesn't matter. Someone's gonna put something in your face to sign it between getting off the bus and in the lobby. And you're real tired, and this kid comes up and goes,